the N5 kanji for mountain, yama, sun, and zan. So this kanji here is a very straightforward, nice and easy kanji. This kanji often holds a concept for a mountain. And in this video, we're going to be going through the most essential readings for this kanji, as well as looking at the most common vocabulary that uses this kanji so that you can learn this kanji and its readings through vocabulary rather than in isolation without any connection to the actual Japanese language. And so the three readings we're going to be looking at for this kanji is yama, sun, and zan. So first, if we have a look at the kunyomi reading for yama. And so if we just use this reading by itself, yama means mountain. That is the word for a mountain. Yama. And yama can be connected like here with michi for a path or a road into yamamichi, a mountain road. Another common vocabulary used in this kanji is yama with nobori. So yama nobori, mountain climbing.
Yama nobori nante hisashiburi da na. Mae ni nobotta no wa nanju nen mae datta ka ne.
Or even the word for a rocky mountain, iwa yama. Iwa is the word for a rock or a boulder, and then yama for mountain, so a rocky mountain. The next reading we have here is the onyomi reading for sun. And the most common words that use this reading are words like samyaku for a mountain range. Sancho for the top of a mountain, the peak of a mountain. Sancho. It's even used in the word for Mount Fuji, Fujisan. Now, all of the previous words had a connection to mountain. However, this next word is much more difficult to see this connection. Here in the word takusan, for many. Now, this word takusan normally is written in hiragana. However, it can actually be used like in this next clip written in kanji. So it's definitely worth learning both that takusan is read both in hiragana, but it's also sometimes written in kanji. And this doesn't have a concept for mountain in it. This just means many or a lot. And the final onyomi reading we have here is zan, like seen in words like kazan, a volcano. Ka represents fire, and zan here for a mountain, so a fiery mountain, a volcano. A little bit more rarer word here with kozan. This is for a mine, like when you dig down into the earth to get precious stones and stuff. The first kanji here actually represents ore, so kozan. So an ore mountain is the word for a mine in Japanese. Kozan.
ここが笛子鉱山か。よう相棒、お前も今からここに入るのか?
And the last most common piece of vocabulary using this reading is tozan. And this is another way to express mountain climbing. We see the first kanji for noboru, to climb, here read as to, and then zan. So climb mountain, mountain climbing.
あんな山を登る物好きはいない。
失われた都市はあそこね。
大変な登山になるぞ。
後には引けないわ。
So as you can see, the overall concept for this kanji is mountain. It's used in the word itself for mountain, yama, as well as many different words that kind of have mountain in it. But it doesn't always have the concept of mountain, like for example in words like takusan. So next let's have a look at the actual frequency of all of the vocabulary that was covered in this video. All of these pieces of vocabulary are taken from the most common words. What that means is that these are actually the most important words using this kanji for you to learn. But now if we actually have a look at the level ranking as well as the frequency ranking of some of these words, you can see how important each of these words are for you to learn, whether you want to prioritize learning some over the other. So first with the reading of yama, and as we can see, obviously the word for mountain is the most common. This is kind of like its base form, as we can see at the N5 level with the top 500 words. So this is definitely the most important reading and word you should learn using this kanji. Next, the other words using yama actually aren't included in the JLPT and are actually kind of beyond the top 10,000 most useful words. You'll definitely see these words used, but they're just not incredibly common. Feel free to learn them if you want, but you don't have to force them. You'll probably learn these over time as they're just kind of combinations of different words. And so the other words using the yama reading, as we can see, are a little bit less frequent. Yamamichi, Iwayama, Yamanobori. Next we have the reading for sun. Now, takusan is an N5 piece of vocabulary, although because it uses the kanji it does make it rarer. But it is still important to be able to read these kanji, as the actual frequency of it being used in kanji is kind of in the top 5,000, at least according to JPDB. So maybe it might be worth kind of keeping it in mind. As for the other words that use sun, like sanmyaku, sancho, and fujisan, they're a little bit less frequent. And then finally we have the reading of zan. The most common being at the N1 level with kozan for a mine, then at the N2 level with kazan for a volcano, and then finally we have tozan, another word for mountain climbing. So now if we look at all the words compiled together, it's very, very clear. The most important thing for you to remember is just yama means mountain. And it can also be read as both sun or zan, with perhaps the most frequent of the other vocabulary being takusan, kozan, and kazan. So this kanji is very, very simple. As you can see, it's just 3 strokes. 1 stroke down the middle, this is kind of like the center of the mountain, the 2nd stroke, and then the 3rd stroke. So because this kanji is a base kanji, there's no radicals that make up this kanji, and perhaps to help you kind of remember this kanji, you could see that it does actually kind of look like a mountain, with mountain ranges going up and down with the peak of the mountain in the middle. It actually kind of looks like a mountain. So hopefully this video helped you out with the kanji for mountain, yama, sun, and zan. So what I'm now going to leave you guys with is a quick little review test covering the vocabulary that we just saw in this video. Let's see how well you can go reading each of the vocabulary, guessing the correct reading, and guessing the correct meaning of the word. Feel free to take the test at your own speed. You can pause the video, don't stress, it's totally fine if it takes you a while. After about 5 seconds, the correct answer will be displayed on the screen, and then the audio will replay both to help you connect with the language, as well as giving you a little bit of listening practice. Good luck!
あれが山だ。見て、山の麓が金色の建物に繋がってる。
ここが笛子鉱山か。
山登りなんて久しぶりだな。
大変な登山になるぞ。
後には引けないわ。
エオルゼアの背骨、アバラシア山脈。
間もなく火山の噴火が始まる。
あんたたくさん食べそうだから作りごたえがあるよ。
So thanks so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're enjoying learning Japanese. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. And if you want to come join the Game Gengo Discord community, you can do so either directly through the Game Gengo website or through Patreon. You can come join, say hi, connect with everyone in the Game Gengo Discord community, as well as even get direct access with me. I'm hanging out there all the time. You can also get help with your Japanese any time of the day, as both me and my wife help everyone with their Japanese questions. As well as we sometimes have streams and Japanese hangout and things like that. Hope you're enjoying learning Japanese, and as always, I'll see you all again in the next video. Thanks guys, see ya.